Nerf Nero's here, back with another OCG duel video. We have Malice versus Dragontail. Before we begin, I appreciate you guys could like, comment, subscribe. Check out the other OCG duel videos that we have. Let's get on with the duel. Enough of the BS. If you want to donate to me or the channel, you know, and support the channel, my Zelle is down in the description. That's basically it. Any amount will help. And let's get on with the duel. Enough of the BS. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's see who's going to be going first here. Okay, Dragontail going first, starting off with the Lucius. They're going to chain Imperm to the Lucius, so negate that. Okay. Activate the Dragontail Rahua and then chain Ash, and that's going to be the end of the turn. Damn, that's unfortunate. Summon White Rabbit effect. That is unfortunate, man. Damn, that sucks. So they'll be able to set their trap card here, link off, make the decoder, the ban decoder now. Hair effect, banish White Rabbit bring itself out. Okay, link everything off here, make Red Ransom, I'm assuming. Red Ransom 1, decoder 2, bring out the decoder and then grab the Malice field spell, the Malice and Underground. Link those two monsters off. Make access code, okay, access code effect target, make it 5300 attack. Basically game here, so pop the monster. Effect of the Red Ransom, bring itself back out. And then effect to banish from deck the Dormouse. Dormouse could bring itself back out as well. This should be GG. I mean, I think I saw a nib though on the Dragontail player's hand, so they are going to go Dormouse here though. Banish. It looks like they were going to banish Hair, but maybe they're going to change their mind. Yeah, Chelsea P-Cat effect to special summon itself. And the B-Ro's going to come down. Yes, there you go. God damn. But why didn't they? The thing is, I think they have a Fubulos in hand too. Let me go back and see. Look at their hand real quick. Yeah, they had Fubulos. Why didn't they just chain Fubulos right then and there? Because then you could make your opponent completely stop even more. But now you just have a dead Fubulos in hand, which doesn't make any sense. I think you got a little too excited right there, man. You got too much dip in your chip, brother. But let's see if they can continue playing. Maybe they have a potential Link Spider they could use. Maybe just go Malice and Underground here, basically. Okay, banish Hair. Hair effect add itself back to hand. I'm just so confused. Why not? Why didn't they? Maybe just because it'd be a -1, a -1, I guess. Maybe they would just not play at all, or summon anything from the extra deck. Which I guess makes a little sense. Not really. I feel like you needed the draw, or somehow potentially get a draw. So let's see here. They're seeing how much the token is basically at. I just feel like that was a mistake though. Maybe because they have Max C. That's probably why they didn't do it. They have the Max C, but I know that doesn't make sense because they would have Max C'd already. I just don't get what this player was thinking. No, they have a Nibiru, so they just passed with that. I guess I'm assuming they probably thought that they weren't going to be able to play after that anymore. I think they drew Rahua. Is that a Rahua? What the heck? I don't even know what they drew. They do have another, they have Fubulos and Nibiru, which just sucks, but yeah, they have another Rahua. Hopefully that resolves here, and if it doesn't, you know, I take the L there, but that is going to resolve. Nice. So they could send the Fire here, and then the monster from hand. I feel like the Fire would be really good here, but they're thinking about the Wind here, which could get rid of the token. That's also another option. Let's see here. Fire is pretty good just because of the fact that you could add back the Lucius to hand and then normal summon it to attempt to search for a Dragontail Femena. So let's see what they're going to send here. So send Fire. Sure. Okay. Summon Altharion. So they're going to activate Altharion to add back Lucius. And then they could trigger the Fire to set and then pop the back row. They're going to chain the Malice trap card though. Special summon Red Ransom. Okay. So they're going to Let's see here. You resolve their effects. They'll be able to basically just pop the field spell. I don't know. This Dragontail player is a little weird. The plays that the decisions they're making, they're kind of a little weird, but we'll see if I'm wrong here. So let's see. They're gonna trigger the red ransom here. Add the Malice and Underground. I feel like honestly, I'm not gonna lie. They could have game here. Dragontail just could literally just have game here. So you summon Lucius, effective Lucius to attempt to search. Resolution, nothing. You just activate the Dragontail spell to search for another Dragontail monster and then try to search. But they are gonna go Hare here, banishing White Rabbit, bring out White Rabbit. White Rabbit could bring out another trap card, which could be Interruption here, actually. Let's see if they do it. I don't think they will, but we'll see. So yeah, they will activate the trap card here. They're going to be able to search. They're going to banish their White Rabbit, search for a Malice monster, and then banish the spell. But let's see if they could still go for game. Maybe, potentially they can. So normal summon the Lucius. Lucius effect search. That could grab the Fumena. That's the only way you could fusion summon now once again. So you discard the Fumena, use your Lucius plus Nib, and use Lucius plus Nib, and now summon Grammel, trigger the Lucius. Grammel could trigger, pop a card on field, which it has to be the token. You have to do the token, yeah. Otherwise you just die next turn to a token, and now you're gonna reset your spell here, and then you could activate it once again. But you're gonna first add Fumena back to hand. See, this deck's insane. So fire, add back Fumena. Activate the fusion spell once again here. Add the wind, and then use Fumena and wind. Ooh, okay, that's gonna be good here. So trigger the effects to set 2, which could be double trap, to be honest. That would just be really, really good for the next turn. But I think you have game here still, regardless, because now you could trigger the wind to pop the Hare, sure, and just battle phase attack for game. Yeah, it's just a lot of damage on board. 3 fusion summons in 1 turn is just amazing. So yeah, moving on to game number 2 here. Dragontail just coming back so hard right there. I'm not gonna lie, like they just kind of bricked to hand traps basically, and they just still ended up winning. That was really amazing. He did play that actually really good. So never mind on that with my judgment earlier. They did play that very well. So I'm the scrub here. All right, I'm the scrubby scrub. Let's move on to the game 2 here. We're gonna see, I'm assuming Malice going first this time. They're like, fuck, I'm bricked, I bricked, oh no. This deck bricks a lot, I feel like, to be honest. Normal summon Ash, yeah, that's not a good start right there already. Summon the Cyber's, Almirage, and then now activate the Fantastical Phantasme, draw a couple of cards, and then return back some cards. It's going to be really good here. You got to pick up those QCRs, man. I recommend you do that. You won't regret it. You will be happy in a couple of months when you realize how much this card is going to spike up. So Fumena is going to attempt to activate, discarding itself. Chain Lancia, because Call by the Grave was activated onto the Fumena, so goddamn. I think you just automatically lose here. So summon Altharion. Altharion, trigger Wind, add back Lancia, which is, oh my god, that is so dumb. The fact that they can add back Lancia is just really, really dumb. Yeah, this deck really just is really strong. So set 2 spells here, add Lancia and Fumena back to hand. They're going to be able to pop the Almirage as well because of Wind, and they're going to set 2 and pass because that was their only play. They bricked. They just completely bricked. They should have game here now. They drew a King of the Swamp too now, so which is going to be terrifying here because you could just make a Dragoon and you're pretty much set 100%. But let's see what they're going to do here. You got to play around some back row, maybe potentially some hand traps. So activate the Dragontail spell here to search. So it's going to resolve. grabbing the Fire Dragontail monster. Sure. Okay, I would have honestly expected like a Lucius, but I guess not. What is next for the Dragontail player? So I'm assuming now they're activating Rahua. They're gonna get hit with Impulse. Okay, yeah, that's good to stop that. Really, really good. So negate that. Not bad, not bad. But you can just go Fumena now. I think this is game. This is literally just game. So what are they doing here? Oh, discard King of the Swamp, search for Polarization, and then now you can activate. Poly's finally good, and you know it's actually really good in this deck. This is like a really, really good card now, finally, for once. But let's go for another Altharion here. Okay, Altharion could now activate its effect. Also triggering the fire. So you better, yeah, you're basically, it sucks because your back row is basically being forced to be used in this scenario. They're gonna attempt to add Lucius back to hand from grave. Chain Imperm onto the Altharion. Sure, that's fine. Oh, they're just gonna scoop it up, I think. Yeah, they just completely just got destroyed by Dragontail really, really hard. That was like a really crazy hand. This card right here, the Fantastical Phantasme, it's just really, really strong. Just because of the fact that Malice is a thing and it's really strong still, this card is amazing in Dragontail. The fact that you could just draw like a Fumena, and one Fumena could just take you there. All you need is one Fumena and then one other Dragontail monster, and you're Gucci, you're good. Deck is really strong. Deck's amazing, but thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next OCG duel video. Peace out.